So, how long have you been working on Wall Street?
I've been working for 15 months.
How long does it take you to get to work from your house?
Door to door, it takes about 40 minutes or so. Yeah, it takes 20 minutes on the subway and then walking for the rest.
Is it a 9 to 5 schedule at your workplace?
Actually, my job is not quite 9 to 5, but it's close. It's not as demanding as other Wall Street jobs.
What do you do at your job?
Well, so my company provides financial data to a number of clients, whether it's corporations, traders, hedge funds, PE firms, and I essentially assist clients with using the web platform we have for accessing the data.
Oh, cool. Where do you eat when you're working?
Let's see. When I'm working, I'd like to say that there are a number of places that I like to go get lunch. There's a place called Potbelly's, which is a sandwich shop. They have great sandwiches. Any of the number of street carts around. Also, food trucks are very big down in the financial district, so I'm constantly getting food trucks.
So socializing wise, do you have a lot of friends at your job, and do you like hang out with them after work, or is it just like purely work on Wall Street?
Actually, my job is interesting in that it's almost like a school class. So I came in and started my job with 30 other people who had just graduated college. So we were all of the same age and doing the same thing. So yes, I do socialize with them a lot, and we'll sometimes go out to a bar down in the financial district. But oftentimes we'll go somewhere else, maybe the Lower East Side or uptown somewhere. If I'm meeting friends who I don't work with, I never meet them in the financial district. It'll always be somewhere else.
Interesting. Do you know the history of the place, like the Dutch settlers and everything? And do you ever like sort of ponder the history as you walk down Wall Street?
Yeah, no, I'm aware of the history. I do like... I'm constantly admiring the architecture, and I do like to walk by the stock exchange for that reason. Plus, I guess people get caught up in the very quick, day-to-day, busy nature of the area too. So very few stop to take a look at all the nice architecture. So I like to do that.
And what's the culture of the area? What types of people do you see down there?
Okay, so it's interesting because I'd almost say that there isn't really a culture of the area. It's devoid of culture, mainly because it's a work environment. It's not a residential area. So there are no grocery stores. There are a lot of restaurants, but they're closed other than work hours because there's no one else down there. And so really the only two types of people you ever see down on Wall Street are either people who are working there right then or tourists coming to see the sights.
Interesting. I noticed that there are a lot of apartment buildings going up around there. Do you think that the culture is going to change once a lot of people move in around there?
Well, they've had apartment buildings, or they're trying to make the financial district a destination for living. And they're able to offer slightly cheaper rents than other places in the city because it's less desirable because of the lack of culture. However, I don't know many people who live down there, and I'm not sure if they're going to have that much draw for other people looking to move in.
What are the busiest times of the week?
Busiest times of the week are essentially Monday to Thursday. Friday certainly gets a little slow. A lot of people take off, and Friday afternoon it's essentially dead.
So what do you know about Francis's Tavern?
What do I know? I believe, is it the oldest building in New York?
Yeah.
There we go.
It's on the door.
Yeah. It's the oldest building in New York. I walk by there every day. I had a couple of beers there once in a while. Other than that, as far as the importance to the area, I don't know the exact details, but I do know that it is a central landmark down in the financial district.
And you said that you work across from...
Yes, I work across the street.
Oh, cool. So, filming-wise, you said that there were a lot of movies and shows being filmed down there.
Yes. So one of the busiest things happening in the financial district is the constant filming of TV shows like Law and Order and other movie scenes, mainly because it's a large downtown metropolitan area and it's really not that busy on the weekend, so people can easily film without having to stop the flow of pedestrian traffic.
And do you think that the TV shows accurately show what's going on Wall Street, or?
I don't think any of the TV shows have to do with what's going on business-wise on Wall Street. I think they're just using it as a backdrop. I think very few of them concentrate on finance or other areas that are, busy on Wall Street.
Oh, okay. Is there a totem pole at your workplace, and where are you on that totem pole?
Yes, there's a totem pole. In most workplaces, there always are. And as an analyst, I'm pretty close to the bottom.
Okay. Wait, what's the name of your company?
I work for a company called Capital IQ.
Is it really competitive with other companies? Do you constantly find there's a lot of competition?
So, within our pretty small sector, there is a lot of competition between other companies, but that doesn't necessarily affect my day-to-day workflow at all.
Interesting. Okay, well, thank you.
Absolutely.
That's great, bro. It's good.
Okay, now I have a question.
You have a career as a radio.
What age group do you work with?
I'd say that the oldest person I work with is probably 35, and I'm actually physically disconnected via different floors from people any older. I don't really have any interaction with people older than that.
So
Unfortunately, yes.
So you don't often hear about, like, do you often hear about stories that have of things that have occurred on Wall Street earlier than, like, when you started working there, or?
No, I hear about essentially how the business was. The latest, probably 6 years ago, is the farthest back I'll ever hear about. But yeah, I'll hear stories from the past 5 years, and that's about it.
Interesting.